Hello and welcome to the weather update. The first thing I want to do is we're going to look at the highs, and you can see here the highs across the area today. Generally, I could just put it like that. You can see that. So it was pretty hot today, especially in interior areas, and Farmingdale hit 80. Out in Suffolk, they were a little better, but still near 80. 79 at Islip, 79 at Brookhaven Airport, 71 at West Hampton. This represented the South Shore more. And JFK also was cool with the sea breeze, JFK Airport. But look, when you go to LaGuardia, got up to 86, got up to 84 in Central Park, 83 in White Plains, 80 in Bridgeport, 86 in Somerset Airport in Somerville, 86 at Atlantic City, and of course, the hottest spot was Tom's, which got up to 88 degrees today. So a hot day, and now we deal with the thunderstorms across the area. Well, come on. So here are the thunderstorms here across the area, and here they are. They look pretty impressive. This is the line of thunderstorms that is just to our north now. Let's get this to zoom in a little more. So this computer is just being really slow. I don't know why, but here's a line of thunderstorms right here. Look at that. It took that long to load it. So here's your line of thunderstorms right here. And some pretty strong cells here. Moving over interior New England, Danbury, interior Connecticut, moving into central Massachusetts. We got some bad ones around western New York, going down into Pennsylvania. And some of these do have warnings out for them. And we're going to look at the Storm Prediction Center now. This is what SPC stands for. You know, people ask questions. You just have to. SPC stands for Storm Prediction Center, and this is the SPC right here. If I can't always answer everybody's questions, and I am sorry about that. But anyway, this is what it stands for. So, Storm Prediction Center has an enhanced risk over interior New England. This is rare to see in May. Slight for a larger portion around that area there that includes a good part of the Northeast, and then marginal conditions for us. So we have the risk of severe weather. Let's go look at the lightning and take a look see the lightning. See what's going on with these storms. See how much lightning they're producing. I don't see a whole lot. Not a whole lot of lightning with this. I did see some flashes in the distance tonight, but it kind of died down a little bit. But that doesn't mean that the storms won't be bad. So we do have severe thunderstorm warnings in effect for parts of Connecticut, Waterbury, down to New Haven. Looks like around Hartford, and tornado watches in effect for northeast or central to northeast Connecticut, part of Rhode Island, and other severe thunderstorm warnings that are in effect for it looks like I guess south of Boston. So this is from the National Weather Service. You see severe thunderstorm warning, Maryland. So this is Connecticut. This isn't hitting our area yet. You can see here the warnings, tornado watches, and high winds are going to be the biggest risk with these storms, according to the SPC. Here's a look at the radar. Here are the storms. Here they seem to be weakening. So the models would indicated that they would be weakening when they got to our area, and that's exactly what's happening. And that's because the temperatures have dropped off now. There's more of a sea breeze that finally did come into our area today. So looking at our area right now, still though very warm, around 70 in Hicksville, 71 in Syosset, 60 in Long. See how much cooler it is on the South Shore. 61 in Massapequa Park. I was on the South Shore, and it was wonderful. Much cooler there. So low 60s on the South Shore, while the middle of the island is still dealing with temperatures around 70, it looks like. As you're out in Suffolk, it's more in the 60s all over. Again, right on the South Shore is where you want to be. Look at West Hampton now. 59 degrees at West Hampton. So that's quite impressive. And I'm going to use this tool from now on instead of the one to ground, because the one to ground is just too slow. 78 in Central Park. See, they're holding on to the heat. Look at LaGuardia, 81. JFK is 63. Look at that difference between JFK and LaGuardia. And then let's go into New Jersey now, and you'll see New Jersey also kind of holding on to the heat. Toms River still 72 there, still holding on to the heat. So I'm kind of curious as to what the high temp. Well, let's see if we can get the temperatures here. This observation site is Carl Place, so let's take a look at the historical observations. And this is my area, so let's see what Carl Place got up to today. Yep, hit 80 degrees, and it stayed warm. Stayed warm. Look, 5 o'clock, still hovering around 80. And it didn't really start dropping into the mid-70s until after 6 p.m. And then finally, it started dropping off a little more as we got some of the effects of the sea breeze. But these dew points are up there, around 60 degrees, which is quite high. Meanwhile, if you're on the South Shore, let's go. Let's do this area, North Merrick. If you were in North Merrick, let's see what you had here. So North Merrick, yeah, they got close to 82, 78 around 1, but then by late afternoon they had dropped off. 5:46 p.m. it was down to 73. So they had dropped off while we were still around 80 degrees. And then if we went further south on the South Shore, Wantagh, where it's delightfully 64 degrees. That is the place to be when it gets warm, is the South Shore. Look at that. Wantagh, let's see. Wantagh got up to the mid-70s, so they got up to around 75, and that was it. No. They got close to 82. They got close, 78, but that was around noon, and then it dropped off. See, if you're on the South Shore, once 1 or 2 o'clock comes, it starts cooling off, whereas here in Mineola, the temperature just keeps on rising. It doesn't start cooling off until a little later. Here's a chart. You can take a look at that chart there of the temperatures. You can see here. So this is a great tool, and it's the weather and hazards. So it's wrh.noaa.gov. So here it's a wrh.noaa.gov/map/, and that's how you get this information for your area. So if you want to keep that in mind. Because some people ask questions, and I'm trying to, because this is a much better tool than Wunderground, in my opinion. So if we do, actually, we do go back to the Wantagh site, I'll show you the difference here. Again, between, actually, it's still up here. All right, so if we go to the Wantagh site, and I'll zoom in, and I'll show you how it worked. Let's get this zoomed in, so you can see here the chart here, the temperature. You can see what happened here. The temperature. This is your temperature plot, so you can see. Let's see, here we go. So here is this today? No, this is May 15th. So you can see how it got the temperature, and then it started cooling off. You can see that drop off in the graph right there. How it started cooling off, and then we'll look at Carl Place again, and you'll see how that didn't happen in Carl Place. So we're over here, the middle of the island. We'll get that chart again. Let me pull that up so you can see. This is a very interesting tool. So I want to, but you can see how the temperature is just kind of. Temperature is the blue is this line right here. You can see how it just kind of hovered. Didn't really want to drop till later on. Kind of hard to see on this graph. Which one is the temperature anyway? Temperature is this light blue line, so it's the light blue line. You can see here. It really just hung out, very warm for our area. That's why you want to be on the South Shore. Those that don't like the heat, that's the place to be. But of course, it could be worse when you're in New Jersey. You know that, because that's where it was even hotter. So let's see what I'm curious to see what Glen Cove had. So let's see what Glen Cove hit. Oh yeah, much hotter there. Even hotter on the North Shore though. Man, 84. So it got at 84 degrees for a good part of the day there in Glen Cove. If you look at that, you'll see right here the 84. I'll zoom it in. You know what? 84. There. Look at that. Look at how hot it was there. So it's very hot on the North Shore, and just very, very hot. Okay, so that's the radar. Let's go look at Toms River. I'm very curious to see how Toms River held on to the heat today. 73 at Toms River, and we know it got up to 88. So look at that. It stayed in the upper 80s for most of the afternoon. Looks like it cooled off a little bit. Looks like they might have gotten some kind of sea breeze there, maybe. Anyway, a lot going on tonight. This is a look at the satellite. We had plenty of sun, so that we had no issues getting those temperatures way up there. So now we shift over to the models, and we'll take a look and see what's going to be happening for tonight and the rest of the weekend and into next week. So I'm not even going to look at the upper air in this because we had so much to talk about already. And I'm just going to move this over to eastern United States, eastern U.S. right here. All right, so you can see what happens. So we have this front move through. May have a shower or thunderstorm, though I really don't think we're going to see any severe weather on Long Island tonight. And here's our tropical system that's going to be taking shape off the coast of Florida here. It's actually starting to take shape already. This is the GFS now. So tomorrow we're dry. Sunday we're dry. Here comes our tropical system. Here comes a trough to the west. And it really looks like now that they're trying to get... This comes awfully close to our area. And then it kind of just gets combined to this system. So this is not looking good. Next week, and it's going to be a wet week too with that low, that cutoff low sitting over us. Originally it looked like it was suppressed to the south. And now the cutoff is going to be sitting over us for days. Look at this. Oh my God, it doesn't leave. We may be dealing with chances of rain all week long next week, which is absolutely going to suck. This is what the GFS has, and this is hugely different from the run prior. If we go to the 18Z Thursday run, it has it completely different. It has it staying much further offshore and becoming stronger. So it's very interesting to see. Let's look at the 12Z run from today and see. Yeah, it still had the same idea of combining it. It's going to be a weaker system, and then combining it into this upper level low. And bringing us from Tuesday on, just giving us rain, heavy rain Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. You got to be freaking kidding me. Okay, so that really does suck if that's what's going to happen. We'll have to look at a couple of other models. Let's look at the NAM 12 kilometer and see how this is the 0Z. I don't have enough of that in, so let's take a look at this. So here's that front. You can see it passes through tomorrow, Saturday. Get a dry day, and then there's our system taking shape right there, and that really brings it very close to us. This is a big concern, but I can't comment too much on this until we get to. But you can see it's starting to shake shape over there already. And actually, if we were to look at the satellite, let me bring that satellite back up here. If we were to look at the satellite, and I'll just go to the other satellite here. Actually, yeah, let me just use this. So North America, southeast. Southeast. Yeah, you could see it. Yep, there it is. You could see it taking shape already. Wow, this is unbelievable for me, folks. This is unbelievable. So much to talk about in this weather update. Okay, so let's get a little closer here and see. So this is the line here, and like I said, I really don't see it holding together. I think it's going to weaken. We may get a shower, thunderstorm, but I don't think there'll be anything severe. If there is, I'll keep you posted. Enjoy the dry tomorrow and for Sunday. We'll look at the temperatures, and we'll be using the NAM for this one as far as the temperatures go. So you'll see there's that heat. The good news is the temperatures tomorrow will be cooler, be in the low 70s, maybe mid 70s in New Jersey, and then Sunday you have even cooler conditions, quite cool into Monday. So let's go look at the skies. Oh, that's the other thing I wanted to show you was the dew points. Okay, let me show you that. Show you the dew points here. So here are the dew points. You'd see that dry air coming in. There it goes for tomorrow. Dew points drop into the 50s, so it's a lot better. And then Sunday it's even drier, but we get that east wind. So let's look at the skies. There's a ton of stuff to talk about. So NAM seems to want to keep a lot of clouds around tomorrow, so I don't think it's going to be mostly sunny, but you have disagreements on some of the models saying that there will be more sun. But I just don't see it. Usually you don't get that with the backdoor front, especially when the front stalls just to the south. We'll be dealing, I think, with plenty of clouds around. It's the Canadian model that seems to want to, actually the RGM, we can look at the RGM because that's the higher resolution short range, that may want to take those clouds to the south. Yeah, that one seems to want to take the clouds to the south, but we'll have to see what happens tomorrow. But it will be a better day as far as being more comfortable goes. And then we watch for a miserable next week ahead. I'm not going to get too much into it in this weather update because we have so much to talk about already. So I'll talk about it more in tomorrow's weather update. Take care, and thank you for watching.